What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Positive Black Space. I am so glad that you are here and that you came to join me today. For those that are new here, I want to say welcome. If you are a returning family member, you know what it is. Welcome back. I know last week we didn't put up a video, but I am back and ready. I had to take a little break, but I'm super duper excited about today's show. I'm going to talk about a couple things. It's a specific topic that I want to discuss because I think that it's relevant to us today and everything that we're dealing with in the world, and just kind of want to shine some light. Um, if you are new here, we want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I know you want to join the family after you watch our content. If you like it, if you like what we're doing here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And always remember to hit that notification bell so that you do not miss one of our uploads. And also, if you like the content, hit that like button too. You know that helps us out. We know what kind of content that you like and what we can do to engage with you as our audience, because we want to bring to you exactly what you want to see. So I'm so excited about today's show, because I feel like it's such a big thing that we're facing in regards to just our positive and negative attitudes in the world. And for me, I choose the positive. As you can see, the positive black space. Oh my God, that's why we created this space, because I wanted a place for us to um, shine as our beautiful, melanated, wonderful selves in the world. A place that we can show and showcase on an everyday basis people that are very positive and loving and doing great things in the world. So I really wanted to create a space for that. And if you want to look more into that, go ahead and watch our video, our first video where we launched the page, and you can see there what our page is all about and what we're all about. And just staying with that mindset, I just was thinking, and there's something that people always tell me, not that life doesn't happen and things don't affect us, because we know that they do, like we're humans, um, that things happen in the world. But I choose to stay on the side of what's positive. And a lot of people ask me, well, how do you stay positive? Like, why are you so, positive all the time? And of course, things happen. Like I said, you don't always feel it. You don't always feel it, but you have to do certain things to keep your mind in the right place. And I want to share a few of my tips. I have my little notes here, so excuse me if I'm looking down from time to time, just so I can remember exactly what I want to say to you. But there's a few things that I want to just hit, like just a few points and a few pointers and tips that I use that might be able to help you, just to keep your mind in the right place, even in these daunting times. We're dealing with so much in our community, and it can be difficult. It can be difficult for us to stay on the right side of thinking positive and seeing life in a joyous way. Things are not always going to be good, but you can always keep a positive mindset. That's something that I will forever say, I will forever believe in, because I know it to be true. And it's helped me get through some of the most craziest times in my life. And I'm just excited. Like, I'm just excited about sharing these with you. So the first thing I want to say is, to keep yourself in a positive mindset, the first thing is you have to continue a heart of thanksgiving for the small things. And I say that, like, just waking up every day, just seeing your if you have children, your children smile, or your spouse or your mother or your father, or just being able to breathe in and out, have if you have function of your whole body, like if you're just simply alive, the very small and most minute things that we take for granted for it every day, and we just walk past it or just go through life. Take the time to be thankful for those things, and it puts your heart in the right perspective for your day. So keeping our heart in the right perspective, making sure that we have a heart of thanksgiving for just the small things. It does not matter how little or insignificant that somebody else may think, or you may think it is. it's you think about those things and be thankful, and that puts your mind in the right perspective. If you start out with a heart of thanksgiving and gratitude for the small things, I promise you, your heart just moves, your mind just moves in a positive mindset, even in some of the toughest times of your life. You know, when you find one thing to be thankful for, you're like, oh my God, like I have my mind right. It helps me keep my mind right. So I suggest that you try it, see if it works for you, because it's something that truly, truly has helped me like turn my perspective on a lot of things in life, and made me believe differently. Even when I wanted to give up or wanted to feel like life is just too tough, um, no, I had to like get my mind right. Like I hope you guys, do you guys like my little melanated hat? I love it. It's so cute. I'm really cash today. So I don't know if that just distracted me for a moment. Whatever. Focus, focus, focus. I'm thankful for my little hat that my friend gave me. So small things, right? Um, Second thing, always look for the good in a situation. Now, I know this can be difficult. Like, I know this can be something that you just like, what? Please, okay? A situation can be bad, but I feel like you could always, if you search, if you look, if you try, if you really, really try to, no matter how bad it is or how tough it is, look for the good and focus on it. Focus your mind on it. Focus on like that good thing that happened out of that tough or bad or rough situation, because if you look for that, it'll change your heart from the negative to the positive. And seeing that, you know, God has a plan for my life, like things don't always have to go this way. There are tough things that we face, whatever the case may be. It transforms you, you know, the way you think when you look for it. Now you have to search in those moments, I know, because tough times you don't feel like good. You don't feel like looking for anything. But if you train yourself, like if you really cause yourself to say, hey, let me look for the good in this situation, it will change the way you think. It will change your attitude will literally go from negative to a positive, because you looked for the good thing, because you searched for that thing in the bad situation. You're like, hey, let me find something good. And I'm not saying not be in reality, because we know that life is real. We know that things happen. And it's normal for you to have feelings. I'm not saying discard your feelings. This is no way, shape, or form for a video to encourage you to discard what you really feel. I know that we have things that happen. I want to say that to you, but I want to help us move past staying in a negative space, because I know that the longer I think negative, the longer I stay in that place, the more I feel negative. It comes across in what I do and how I speak to people, how I interact with others, and that causes them to be negative. You know, all of those things, and it's not worth it. Not by any means, if you can really take that time and transform your perspective. So I'm not saying ignore your feelings, but I'm saying look for the good. Try your best to look for it, and it will help you um, find something positive in the negative. Because I feel that there's always something good in it all. I really truly believe that. Even in the lessons, I know it may not feel good, but there's something good that you can take out of that, for sure, for sure. Okay, number 3, listen, don't compare yourself or your life to other people. This is how I stay positive, for sure, because I'm focused on me and what God has purposed me here to do, and what I am focused on getting done in my life. And that helps, because I know that for a time, like when I was a teenager, you know, a young adult, for me, and anytime I compare myself to anyone, it was the worst thing ever, because I'm feeling like their life is better than mine. Or I'm seeing what they have and I feel like, okay, I should be there too. Especially if you're like the same age and you feel like you know, have the same kind of like alignment in goals and education or whatever the case may be. When you compare yourself, it truly knocks your mindset off of what's positive and what's negative about you versus what you feel may be positive about them. And or better, I won't even say just positive, that you may feel is better than what you're doing now. And so you have to flip that. You have to change your mindset, because if you don't do that, you will make some of the worst choices of your life, comparing yourself, comparing your life to other people, and then it'll steer you down a way to live their path. No, that's not, you need to focus on what's going on in your life. Truly make yourself aware of the things that you want to do, your goals, your dreams. That's why we've been doing the Take the Leap series, and I hope it's really been helping those that have been watching, just so you understand the power of dreaming and believing in yourself. But don't compare yourself. Don't compare your journey, because our lives are set up differently. Everyone has different circumstances, different situations that you've dealt with in life. That's different. It's just different. And you have to take that for what it is. Doesn't mean it's better or worse. It's just different. And it's okay. Your journey is beautiful because it's yours. It's your journey. Like, enjoy that, embrace it, love it, know it. Like, don't even allow yourself to feel like it's less than anything, because that is the true dream killer. And I'm gonna do a video on being uniquely designed, because I want to talk to us as a community. We're so beautifully, wonderfully crafted and made, and we're so unique, and I want us to understand and really let's have the conversation about it. It's a real thing. Like, you don't need to compare yourself. Don't do it. It's not worth it. And while we're talking about that, number 4 is to stay focused on your journey, because when you are comparing yourself and when you look at everybody else and you start to see them as better and you as less, it gets you distracted from where you want to go. So it keeps you from actually doing all of the positive things that you were set out to do and seeing the positive results of your life that you wanted to see, because you're so distracted in comparing yourself. So stay focused on your journey. It's beautiful. It's perfectly designed for you to walk the journey that God has purposed you to walk. So don't do that. I know as a community, and I don't want to just say it's just in our community, but because this is focused on us as a Black community, and it's targeted. This channel is targeted for us, to uplift us. I just want us to know that we don't have to compare ourselves to anyone else. God made us uniquely who we are, and even in the crazy history that we have in America as Americans, because I can only speak from this Black American experience that I've lived. In just historically, things that we know to be true, it's still beautiful. We've still, even in the ugliness, and I'm not saying what we've been through as far as, slavery and injustice and all those things are okay. I'm saying it's still like we're such thrivers, and we're such go-getters, and we're such motivators and believers, and so strong and determined. Like, think about, that historically, and that changes your perspective in itself. So I want to tell us all to stay focused on our journeys. Like, let's move forward in momentum. Let's not get stuck. Let's not stay in the negative space. Let's think of what we can do positive to change the world and change our communities, because that's really where we're going to see the change. So that's number 4. Number 5, I want you to look for something to genuinely celebrate in others. And this is where you really, I think was groundbreaking for me, because I feel like when you stay, things are tough, and sometimes in our lives, and we are living in tough times. I know people have lost jobs and family members, people have been sick. There's so much that's happening in this world, and we all know it, and we're all affected by it in some shape or form. I want to say now is the time to really look at if you look at other people's lives, not to compare yourself, but to celebrate. Like, find something like good in your friend's life, in your family member's life. Even if it's like a stranger that you really don't know, but you see them doing some inspiring work. And that's really why I did this channel too. And it inspires me just to even talk to people that have done great things in their lives and changed their lives for the better. It changes my perspective. It energizes me. It makes me excited because I'm like, wow, you did that. You are great. You're amazing. And when you do those things, when you genuinely, and I say genuine because when you don't want to be like, oh, yay, like you did it. And then secretly inside, like, oh, I wish that was me. No, I mean, genuinely be like, you did it. You're amazing. I'm excited for you. And I'm going to tell you, watch how that genuinely changes you. Your mindset, your perspective, your hopes, your joys, your dreams. You're going to find out truly who you are when you really praise other people for the good that they're doing, and you'll find such joy in it. I'm so serious because I love to see us win. I love to see people win in general. Get your words together, girl. In general, I love to see people win, but of course, like I love to see uh my people win. Like I just love it. It's so joyous, beautiful. I love to see us win. So I want you to find something. Find one thing. If you can't find one thing to be celebrating, to celebrate in someone else, there's something wrong. There's an issue. And then you need to really deal with those things. Find one thing. One thing. And I want you to remember when number 6 is to remember that down is not out. And we have down moments. Life is full of, I always say this, peaks and valleys, ups and downs. But down does not equal out, okay? So don't put yourself in that mindset or that perspective. Down does not mean you're not going to stay there. Life will change. Life will get better. I don't care what you think or feel or what anyone tells you. Those are lies. Life does not always, it's not always bad. I don't know. Life is ups and downs. We're here by purpose and design. Things happen that is bad to people, and it's unfortunate, but it does not equal that you are going to stay down. Remember that it's just a moment. Remember that it's a time in your life. And I don't know if it's just me, or like you can comment in the comment section if you've ever been like, if you ever sat and thought about your life and you think about a rough time you went through and you're like, man, that felt like I thought that was like 6 months, and it turned out it was like only like 3 weeks. And you're like, oh my God, that was only like 3 weeks of like this. And I say that I might be exaggerating a bit, but I feel like because when you're in it, it feels like it's so long. It's so, tumultuous. It's so bad. It's so, oh my God. Listen, down does not equal out. You're going to come out of it. You're going to get out of that bad situation. So that's what, change your perspective and your thinking about what's happening. It's going to change. Number 7, and the final one, choose to see yourself how God views you. I'm going to say that again. Choose to see yourself how God views you. God views you as fearfully and wonderfully and beautifully made. He created you for purpose and design. He loves you. I'm a believer, so I'm going to always talk about the goodness of God before anything else. So I want you to remember that. When you see yourself like He sees you, there's nothing in this world that can change your perspective or your mindset about you. You will always think positive. You will always know that He's there. And just a small nugget, when you're feeling boggled down, pray. I pray. That's one of my tips. This is an extra tip for free. I pray because I know that God in heaven hears me, and that He loves me, and His thoughts towards me are good, and His thoughts towards you are good and not of evil, and He has a perfect and expected end for you. So I don't want you to think any other way. I want you to know that you are uniquely designed. So those are my little tidbits and my tips that I've used, to keep myself in a positive mindset and a positive light. I hope they help you. I believe they will. Like, I really, if you just try one, And then let me know in the comments, what are your tips? What do you do to keep yourself in the positive mindset and a positive thinking? How do you stay happy and excited about life and things of life? Tell me, I want to know. Not only here on YouTube, but we are also on IG and on Facebook at the Positive Black Space on both social media platforms. So please, please go ahead and join us over there. Go ahead and be a part of the family. I want you to please write your comments. Tell me what you think. Tell me how you feel. I really want to engage with you because I want to know your thoughts, what you're feeling, how you feel about things. I believe that we all can grow and learn together. I'm not by any means some guru or expert. I'm just giving you my life lessons, things that help me, things that I believe will help you, will help someone. I'm so glad that you came to join me today. I'm happy to be back. I'm so excited about all the things that's happening in my life. I have a whole lot going on, but I know that it's going to be great. In a couple weeks, I'll be sharing some great news with you. Oh, I'm so excited. I just want to tell you, just keep believing, keep dreaming, keep believing no matter what's happening. Believe, know that God's got you. God's got all of us. And we're going to do great things in this life. I believe in you. You believe in me too, please. And go ahead. Don't forget, like I said, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. We want you to join the family and be a part of us. We would love to hear from you. And you know, like we always say here, I know that life is crazy and the world is a crazy, crazy place. But it is always, always, always the best idea to be positive. And to all my Black queens and kings out there, stay black, stay bold, and stay beautiful. I'll see you soon.